since last year in May, the Chinese government actually said that it would start to ban people with poor social credit from buying plane or train tickets. And now it's shared the numbers with us so that we can have a better idea of just how many people they banned.
Yeah.
And we don't know exactly how many, but we know that 23 million people have been banned 23 million times. So
that's a pretty big number.
Right. So as you said, they could be the same person, but that's kind of unlikely that the same person would just buy.
Well, it's not
tickets.
One person 23 million times.
Right.
Somewhere in between. What is social credit in China? What do I do to accumulate a social credit score of one type or other?
Right. So the Chinese government in 2014 laid out a legal framework for trying to build more trust in society and trying to help people figure out, what's their financial score, and are they defaulting on loans? Are they scamming other people, and giving other people a better idea of who in society is a fraudster. And so that's the kind of founding idea of the social credit system. And to get a low score or a poor social credit, you can just, as I said, evade taxes, scam other people, and perhaps...
All of which are talking about breaking the law.
Right.
So in a way, it would be, in the U.S., it would be equivalent to show us if you have a record, or on your driver's license if you accumulate points or something like that. One of the concerns people have about this system is, could it be used to restrict free speech and to police the behavior of the population? In other words, if I insulted the communist government, which I presume is a crime in China, and that goes on my score, it's not on there. Does that make me a person who can't get on a train or a plane or have access to other kinds of services?
Right. It's very likely that those kinds of crimes would end up affecting your social credit and lead to you being banned from transportation. Also the case that those crimes are already considered crimes in China, so you might already just be landing yourself on the blacklist in the court. So the court has a public blacklist, and if that's the case, then you already see a lot of consequences for your actions. So this is already part of a larger punitive system that China already has in place.
Yeah, and it says here, by 2020, China aims to have a file on every Chinese citizen that includes all the data collected on their behavior. So my last question is, should the international community be putting more pressure on China not to move forward with a system like this, or to pare it back so that it only regards actual crimes and not crimes relating to the regime?
Right. So I think the international community has already, especially human rights activists or watchdogs, they already have put pressure on China to do better by its citizens, especially the citizens of Xinjiang, the province with Uyghurs who are sent to camps and mistreated. And so I think there are those sentiments already out there. Okay. It's just a matter of how much more pressure can they put on China.
Shannon, thanks for joining.